Hello friends, have you been struggling with heart problems, chest tightness, high BP, or fear of a heart attack? Maybe even after trying everything. You changed your diet, reduced oil and salt, started walking, doing yoga, even meditation. Doctors gave you medicines, tests, advice, but still that inner fear hasn't left. Or maybe someone close to you, healthy looking, active, full of life, suddenly collapsed one day. And you asked, why? What went wrong? Then don't skip this video because I'm about to show you what no doctor has ever told you. Not because they don't care, but because they don't see what's really happening inside your body. Friends, you see, your heart issue is not just in your body. It's much deeper. Its root causes are emotional, energetic, and spiritual. It is in your unresolved pain, your hidden fears, and your suppressed grief. And yes, dear, you created this. Not consciously, not deliberately, but through years of emotional pain you never got to release. Let me remind you your past. You had the choice to let go, to forgive, to choose peace over ego and control. But you held on. You buried anger. You silenced your grief. You smiled outside but broke inside. And your heart felt it all. Every suppressed emotion became a weight on your chest. But don't blame yourself. This is not about guilt, it's about awareness. Because the moment you take responsibility, you take your power back. Healing begins the moment you say, enough. I choose to release. I choose to heal. Friends, believe me, this video might do what even your doctors and medicines couldn't. Help you heal from the real root. Because I'm not just going to talk about cholesterol, arteries, or ECGs. I'm going to show you the part of the heart that no scan can detect. The emotional wounds that harden your chest, block your flow, and shrink your joy. And once you understand that, healing becomes not just possible, it becomes inevitable. Friends, by the end of this video, you will realize why heart diseases are not just physical conditions, they are emotional warning signs. You will learn exactly what to do to release the trapped pain, fear, guilt, and grief, and how to breathe life back into your heart. But attention please, this is an emotional healing method meant to support your well-being. But heart issues are serious. So please keep taking your regular medical treatment. Never stop any medicine without talking to your doctor. Friends, here is a beautiful and powerful example that will make everything clear. Imagine I give you a 1 liter water bottle and ask you to hold it straight out in front of you. For the first minute, it feels easy. It's just a bottle, light, manageable. Hold it for 5 minutes and your arm starts to ache. Keep holding it for an hour and now the pain creeps in. Your muscles burn, your hand trembles. And if you are forced to hold it for an entire day, then it becomes unbearable, torture, not because the bottle got heavier, but because you never put it down. Now, think of that bottle as a negative emotion: anger, guilt, fear, resentment. A little bit of it for a little while. We all carry that. It's human. But hold it for days, months, or years, and it begins to hurt you. Not just emotionally, but physically. Your nervous system gets overloaded. Your body tightens, your heart suffers. Your sleep breaks, your peace disappears. The weight doesn't change, but your choice to hold it on or let go does. Sometimes healing is not about fixing the emotion, it's simply about knowing when to put the bottle down. Dear friends, this is not magic. This is truth medicine for the heart, mind, and soul. So stay with me till the end. Let me guide you. Just follow what I say because this might just be the video that changes your life forever. But before we begin, let me remind you of something that you have probably seen but never understood fully. You must have known someone, maybe a colleague, a relative, or even a fitness coach, who looked completely healthy. They ate clean, went to the gym daily, took morning walks, followed every healthy habit in the book, and yet one day they had a heart attack. Everyone around was shocked. How is that possible? They asked. He looked so fit, always smiling, always disciplined, and then people said, maybe it's just bad luck. Maybe nothing really helps. But wait. What no one saw was the emotional storm brewing inside him. What no one asked was what pain was he carrying? What sorrow was he silently swallowing? What anger, fear, loneliness, or burden was locked deep in his heart, never expressed, never healed? Because you can have a strong body, but a broken spirit. You can build muscles but suppress tears. You can run on a treadmill while running away from your own emotions. That man didn't die of just a blocked artery. He died of a blocked heart, an emotionally congested heart that was never allowed to feel, to forgive, to let go. And that is why today's video matters more than anything else. Because we are not just healing your physical heart, we are unlocking the emotions buried within it. So let's begin. Part 1. What you did wrong without realizing. Let's begin with the hard truth. Your heart problems didn't begin in your arteries, they begin in your emotions. Now it's time to gently take responsibility for the 5 silent mistakes you have been repeating for years without even realizing how deeply they were hurting your heart. Number 1. You carried emotional burdens that were not yours. You took responsibility for others' happiness. You became the fixer, the giver, the one who held it all together. But silently, your own needs were crushed. That unspoken pressure on your chest, it became your normal until one day your heart couldn't hold it anymore. Number 2. You suppressed deep pain. Maybe you lost someone. Maybe you were betrayed. Maybe you never felt truly loved. But instead of grieving, crying, or releasing, you stayed strong. You smiled. You moved on. But inside, your heart quietly cracked. And it's that unprocessed grief that is still sitting in your heart chakra, blocking the flow. Mistake number 3. You closed your heart. After being hurt, you built walls. You stopped trusting. You became defensive, careful, afraid of intimacy. That emotional closing of the heart also restricts the energy flow in your physical heart. The result? Tight chest, high BP, fatigue, and eventually heart failure. Fourth mistake. You chased achievement over fulfillment. You worked hard. You stayed busy. You achieved things. But were you truly joyful? Or did you always feel like something was missing? When the soul is neglected, the heart starts to protest. Your fifth mistake: you forgot to love yourself. You were kind to everyone, but not to yourself. You didn't rest. You didn't forgive yourself. You judged your body, your past, your choices. That self hate becomes energetic poison. And the heart, being the seat of self love, starts to weaken. Now we will see part 2: the science behind emotions and heart health. Friends, your heart is not just pumping blood, it's thinking, feeling, remembering. It holds 40,000 neurons, a little brain of its own, pulsing with intelligence. But here is the shocker: your heart sends more messages to your brain than your brain sends to your heart. Every emotion you feel, love, fear, joy, anger, literally changes your heartbeat, your blood pressure, your rhythm. Your heart listens, it remembers, it responds. So the real question is, what are you feeding it emotionally? When you are angry, your heartbeat turns wild and erratic. When fear takes over, your blood vessels tighten like a fist. In loneliness, cortisol, the stress hormone, surges through your body. And with every lingering grudge, resentment fuels silent inflammation. Now imagine living in those emotions day after day, year after year. No wonder your heart feels heavy. No wonder it struggles. But the moment you shift just a little, everything begins to change. Feel love, and your heartbeat finds its natural rhythm, smooth and coherent. Feel gratitude, and your blood pressure begins to settle like a calm sea. Let go through forgiveness, and stress hormones finally drop. Friends, healing doesn't always begin with pills. Sometimes it begins with the courage to feel and release. Part 3: frequency of emotions and the heart chakra. Friends, every emotion you feel has a frequency, a vibration, a pulse. And your heart? It's not just an organ, it is the epicenter of that emotional energy. It feels everything: every joy, every ache, every unspoken grief. Now let's go deeper into these frequency of emotions. Friends, shame vibrates at just 20 Hz, guilt at 30, grief at 75 Hz, fear climbs to 100 Hz, and anger peaks at 150 Hz. But love explodes at 500 Hz. Gratitude hums even higher at 540, and pure joy, that soars beyond 600 Hz. Now pause. Be honest with yourself. Have you been living in the lower zones, dwelling in grief, guilt, fear, or quiet resentment for years? Because that is what closes the heart. That low, dense frequency constricts your chest, blocks your energy, and slowly invites diseases in silence. But something beautiful happens when you shift, when you begin to forgive, not just others, but yourself. When you choose joy even in small moments, when you practice self love not as an idea but as a way of being, your frequency rises, your heart begins to open, blood flows freely, energy moves, and that is when real healing begins. Not through force, but through flow. Now we will discuss part 4: how to heal from the heart, not just the symptoms. Friends, now let me give you a powerful healing roadmap, not just to prevent the heart attack, but to reset your emotional heart. Point number 1: radical self responsibility. Repeat this after me. I take responsibility for the emotions I have carried. I allow myself to feel, release, and heal. I forgive myself and open my heart again. Beautiful. Friends, responsibility is not blame, it is freedom. Number two, emotional grief release. Every night, place your hand over your heart, close your eyes, and whisper, now do it with me. Say, it's okay, I am safe now. I allow myself to feel the grief I have buried. Let the tears come. They are healing you. They are releasing the blocked emotional energy. And now the third point, heal the heart chakra, which is also known as Anahata Chakra. The heart chakra is green in color. It governs love, compassion, and connection. When it is blocked, you feel lonely, defensive, and weak. But when it is healed, you radiate warmth, peace, and flow. To open and heal your heart chakra, just follow me. Place both of your hands over your chest. Breathe deeply. Now chant the seed mantra for heart chakra. It is Yum, Yum, Yum. Feel the deep healing vibrations in your chest. Repeat it 108 times daily. And for best results, you can also visualize green light filling your chest. Now, repeat these affirmations with me. I am love. I give and receive love freely. I deserve to feel safe in love. Feel that warmth? That's your heart remembering who you truly are. Fourth, let go of emotional armor. You don't need to be strong all the time. You are human. You are allowed to feel. Say this with me. It is safe for me to be vulnerable. I release the armor around my heart. I trust love again. This opens the blood vessels, calms the nervous system, and brings harmony to your heart rhythm. Number 5. Practice heart coherence. Do this simple technique every day. Also, follow me now. Sit calmly and breathe 3 times into your heart slowly for 5 seconds of inhale and 5 seconds of exhale. Now bring up a memory that fills you with love or gratitude. Feel it in your heart. My dear brothers and sisters, believe me, these practices can reset your heart rhythm and heal years of emotional stress. Heart disease is not just a physical condition, it is an emotional call for love, a desperate plea from your soul asking, can I feel again? Can I trust again? Can I be loved again? And the answer is yes, you are not a broken machine. You are a beautiful being with a wounded heart that just wants to be seen. So don't fight your symptoms, don't numb your feelings. Instead, breathe into them. Hold space for your pain. Speak kindly to your own heart. Your healing starts now with one thought, one breathe, one softening of the chest. The heart doesn't heal with pills, it heals with truth, love, and permission to feel. So, if you are ready to begin, comment below in the video. I forgive, I release, I open my heart to love again. Like and subscribe if this touched your soul. And don't forget to share this video to your loved ones or anyone who needs it. To someone whose heart deserves to feel the love again. I will see you in the next video where we will go even deeper into healing emotions, not just diseases. Until then, breathe deeply, love gently, and never forget you were born to live with an open heart. Thank you for watching.